What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Just want to quickly take a minute and wish every single one who subscribed and who's viewing a Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. But for this Christmas, I want to go ahead and make this video top 15 themes for your PS4. Now I know we had the 9.00 jailbreak, now we have a jailbroken PS4, but time to go ahead and give it a little bit of a cosmetic look. So I'm going to go ahead and cover 15 themes in this particular video, like the one I did before, because I get a lot of comments asking for where do you get this theme, how do you get this theme, I want this theme. So guys, here it is. So quick things I want to mention you guys, this is not in any specific order, it's just something that I felt it was good and unique, and these are only dynamic themes. I'm not focusing on static themes. Another thing to note, you will have to be jailbroken on a PS4 in order to use these themes. This is not going to work on a retail PS4. If you're on a firmware 9.00 or below, I do have tutorials on how to go ahead and jailbreak your PS4. You guys can go and check it out. All the links will be in the description. So as of this video, I'm going to show you where to get these themes first and how to go and get them. And I'm going to show you all the themes one by preview. And we're going to talk about the themes, and that's what we're going to do. So get up your PS4 and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so if you want to know where to get the themes from or where I am using my themes from, so this is where you got to go. All you got to do is just type down darksoftware.net, as simple as the link is. Click on enter and this should load up, and I see that they've actually revamped the website a little bit, made it a little bit more darker. And guys, I would highly recommend you guys to go and sign up for this particular website. I have signed up here, I do have my account over here, but if you scroll down here, you do have loads of forums. If you're not able to see this, go to forums over here guys, click on forums once, and once the forums loads up, and I will highly recommend you to go in and sign up, because there's a lot of information over here, lots of discussion, a lot of things that keeps going on, a lot of different categories. So we're talking about the PS4 section over here, that's the resources. You can just click this. So as you guys can see, you do have lots of different categories over here, like PS4 tutorials, hacking news, hacking and homebrew. You also have fake Pkg games and updates, which most of you guys are asking about, which is also in this particular website. But what we're focusing on today is the package themes. Now remember guys, there's two different types. That's retail package themes and there's fake package themes. Please go for the fake package theme. That is what's going to work on your jailbroken PS4, not this one. So let's go and click this. All right, if you scroll down here, I'm going to leave this link directly in the description, or I'll pin it in a comment. So this is what I'm using over here guys, 877 permanent themes, so about 12.8 GB. You don't have to download all 12.8 GB, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Once you open this up, there you go guys. So this should initially be hidden for you. It should not be open as unhidden content. All you got to do is hit the like button. Once you hit the like button, then it'll become an unhidden content. So when you click this one here, I know it's a few extra steps over here guys, but this is what you got to do. So as mentioned here, my links are encoded. Decode them with base64. So I do have the base64 decoder website right over here. I will leave this in the description as well. All you guys gonna do is copy the string of information. So go over to the website, the base64 decode and encode. So make sure that you have the decode instead of encode, because you have two different types. That's the decode and encode. We want to decode it. So just paste it over here, and once you paste it guys, just click on the decode button. And that's about it. You are now going to get your mega link. I'm going to open this link up, and I already have it open over here guys, but I'm going to reload it and paste it over here just to show you, and click on enter. And there we go guys. So this contains all the themes that I'm going to be talking about today. You guys can go and check it out. So if at all you like a theme specifically that I've mentioned, for example, let's just say Kong. I'm just going to type on Kong, and you can see that. And you can see that this is the theme that I'm using right now. There we go, Kong la Isa Calavera. I don't know which language that is. Though I did get it from the PSN store directly when I was using it as a non-jailbroken PS4. But I see it's already available over here with a different name. But this is how you're going to go get it, guys. You can also type, for example, you can just type down Uncharted, and you'll be able to see all the Uncharted themes. So likewise, whatever themes I'm talking about in the video, if there's something that you like, you can go and type it down here and download it straight off. So but guys, do remember there is two different files. One is just a preview file, and the other is the actual theme file. So for example, if I type down Kong again, so as you can see, this is just the preview. So if you download this, you're just going to have an image that shows you the theme. That's about it. But this is the theme file, guys. All you guys are going to do, click on this, download as a standard download or download as zip. Standard download should do just fine. Click on standard download. And that's how it's gonna go ahead and start downloading for you. So guys, another thing to note, once you have the theme downloaded and extracted, it's gonna be in a folder like this. Let's just, for example, I'm gonna open up one of these folders. You should be able to see there's a preview of the theme. Likewise, you also have a number 1 and number 2. That means you gotta install it in this particular order. Install the number 1 first and then install the number 2. It's gonna ask you to rewrite it, but go ahead anyway. So that's how the installation of the theme is going to work. It's going to show you another example. Let's open anything else up. Everything has 1 and 2, guys. Go for the 1 first and then go for the 2. So that's how the themes are going to be permanently enabled on your PS4, guys. All right, so that's about it on how to go to install the themes and where to get the themes. So I guess you have all that sorted out. All right, guys. So I'm just copying all of them in, selecting all of them from this folder. So once I've selected all of them here, I'm just going to drag and drop it over here. So as you can see, there's no more package files left in these themes folders over here. I've actually moved them all together in this particular folder here. So I do have my PS4 USB drive plugged in, so I'm going to open this up. As you guys can see, there's no package in the root file. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to select them all, drag and drop to the root of my drive. So we're going to wait for this to finish copying over. It's going to take maybe a few minutes. Alright guys, so now I'm on the PS4. I did plug in my PS4 external hard drive. So I'm already jailbroken as well. So I'm going to go to settings, go down to GoldHEN, and I'm going to go to package installer. So if you notice over here, ignore the dot underscores, but if you scroll all the way down, so this is where my actual theme files actually start. It goes all the way till the end. There's about 56 different themes here, guys. So I'm going to be going ahead and looking into all of them and then handpicking and then going to be sharing with you guys. So since I'm using a Mac, I do have this issue about dot underscore, but that could be handled, but I'm not really going to bother about that. All right, guys. So once you install the first package, when it asks you to overwrite, click on yes, and you'll have to do that for every single time you actually go and install a theme. Always click yes to overwrite. So guys, this is how you go and install the themes. So once you're done with this, I'm going to start showing you the top 15 themes that I think is really good. And let's get started. Alright guys, so I'm on my PS4 right now and I'm going to run through all the different themes that I was talking about. This is in no particular order, guys. It's not from the best to worst or from the worst to best. It's just some random numbers that I'm going to throw out here. But I will keep the best one for the last that I think is really noteworthy, and some honorable mentions at the end as well. So let's get started. So first up here, this is the Christmas season. So here we have the Christmas tree. This is by PlayStation. Has the default music in here, and it does have this little Christmas tree. So it does have the Christmas tree, kind of goes all the way down. If you actually move to the top, it just doesn't really make a difference. It just has a little change in direction. That's about it, guys. But this is just the first theme mentioned over here. Next up, for you Game of Thrones fans, this is a Game of Thrones theme. I like the particles flowing around, and you have the slight little silhouette of the Night King popping up on the right side. But it doesn't have any unique music, doesn't have any custom music. It just has the default PlayStation music. And this is the theme over here. Just if you like some particles flying around on your PS4, then you can go and check this theme out. The Last of Us 2 fans, guys, you have this little theme over here which does have this burning car in the background. It looks pretty realistic. You can see all these flames moving around. Has a custom sound as well, and you can see all these little sparkles from the flame flying around as well. Not too much of an interaction over here. If you just scroll down, it zooms out a little bit, and you go up and it goes zooms back in a little bit, and that's about it. But it looks like a pretty decent PS4 theme to have over here. Though we are like 1 year late to this is PlayStation's 2020 wrap-up theme. As you can see the triangle, the square, and the circle kind of moving around the background. Has a nice subtle music in the background as well, as you guys can hear it as well. If you scroll up, it's gonna have the little animation. Kind of looks like the PS5 ad, if you ask me. This is even before the PS5 was launched, but it does have the little smooth X buttons, the circle kind of moving in an axis around there. Pretty decent, pretty subtle, a nice theme. A pretty laid-back theme, if you ask me, guys. I've got a lot of questions about this theme, which I actually use on my PS4 quite often. I did get the free one, but this one is actually ripped as a fake Pkg. This is a really good theme, guys, and does have a little extended animation. You can see Kong zooming in and looking at all these helicopters flying around. So it actually is a nice little animation there. Kind of stares at you too. If you go up, you have this particular wallpaper that comes up with the burning flame in the background. So let's go back down, and you can see Kong just moving around. And actually looks pretty interactive. I actually like this one. And I've been using this for quite some time as well. Okay, moving on to the next theme. So for people who like a little horror, guys, this is it. Zombies on your PS4. Check this one out. So you have zombies scratching at your TV to go ahead and get into your TV. But I do have one little complaint though. So the only complaint here, guys, I think that it's like one GIF bouncing back and forth. Not so great. I wish it was actually a longer GIF to make it look like it was actually interactive. But it's pretty good if you want to have a little scare on your PS4 and scare the kids away. Alright guys, so here is one of my favorite themes, God of War. Kratos right on your PS4, just hovering over there, holding his blades. You go to the menu below, it kind of zooms in. Go on top, it zooms out. And this actually has the God of War. You can hear it. And this has a really good soundtrack right in the background, guys. Definitely a theme that you should check out and probably have activated sometime. And does have these sounds from the menu of God of War, if you notice this. Yeah, brings back memories. Okay, coming to the more subtle side of things, guys. If you like a very calming PS4, very chilled out, you like to go be pretty laid out when you're watching some movies. I feel sleepy talking about this, but it's nice. It's really nice. It actually is pretty relaxing. It has a nice little soundtrack in the background. You have these leaves moving in the back. I wish it was having this animation of the leaves falling down. But for now, if you just go up, it starts zooming in very gently and then zooming out gently as well. Talking of relaxing, guys, here's another 4K. So if you have a 4K TV, this is gonna look gorgeous in the background. You do have the leaves and the little stem over here in the main focus. If you hit on top, it's gonna go along the lines of the stem to the end of it. Pretty relaxing, but not with any, relaxing soundtracks, but then sounds of nature's in the back. You can hear a lot of crickets and a lot of insects. If you might be someone who might be interested in this, go and check this out, guys. This is pretty good too, just if you're interested. Okay, moving to the other side of things, we have VHS. Check these themes out. It's gonna be synthwave, little beats in the back, and you have all this little. And check out the soundtrack, guys. You're gonna be having a party on your PS4. If you actually move to the demo menu on top, this is what you're gonna see. When you come back down, it's gonna zoom into the head, and when you go back up, it's gonna zoom out of the head. This isn't the only one in the synthwave themes. There actually are a few more, but I've selected 2 more, guys, and I'm going to show you that as well. Here's another one with the same soundtrack, but you have a different action altogether. You have these waves, synth waves, that goes along in the background when you are on the main menu. But check this out. When you go to the side menu here, you have it on a higher speed. Well, it does look definitely tripping. So if you guys like this thing over here, go and check this one out. And we have one more in the synthwave, and I want to show you that as well. Okay, yet and again, another same soundtrack. And then once the VH things plays, check this one, guys. You have this little spacecraft that's moving around over here, but every time you go up and down, it's gonna go ahead and have a complete barrel roll. Check this one out. I hit up, does a barrel roll. I hit back down, barrel roll again. So it actually goes faster this way. When you go up, it's gonna slow down a little bit, kind of the inverse from the last one, but go back down here and speeds up and does a barrel roll as well. So if you like synth and you like those little backgrounds, go check this one out. Okay guys, I kept this one specifically for the kids. I mean, you might be having a PS4, say your kids are using it, someone is really young who's using the PS4. These themes could be interesting for that. I'm gonna bundle 2-3 together in this particular theme. This is one of the themes over here. The names mentioned over here does have some dynamic theme in the background, a lot of animations. Okay, and then you have Loco. This is another one that's for the kids. Check it out. So every time you move up, it's gonna blow this one in the air. So going back down, and you can hear the thumbnails and the you got some pretty cute singing going on in the background too. So you guys can check this one out too if your kids like it. Alright guys, so this particular theme, I actually like these kind of themes because it actually goes a little step ahead, where it actually has a 3D module to it. If you notice over here, we do see this girl sitting here kind of in front of all the icons and the games we have installed here, which is actually pretty cool. When I go up, as you can see, it kind of zooms out slowly and actually has a beautiful soundtrack to it. And then if you go back down, you can see how they slowly merge back, and it has a nice 3D effect. Now this theme also exists in one of the Last of Us themes. I'm pretty sure I showed that in my previous video. And I have one more theme just like this, and I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, for people who like the solar system, the Earth, here we have something different. This is the Earth zooming out in space, but it has a little bit of an effect every time you move up and down. Check this one out, guys. There you go. You have a lot of different effects happening here, and it's zooming into the sun. Pretty gorgeous, pretty cool, and it's actually 4K as well. So you zoom in here, it actually has this nice little effect that takes place every single time you go back and forth. Has a nice soft gentle soundtrack in the background as well. Pretty good theme, and just something to mention out there. Moving on here, guys, we have the XCOM 2. Now this one, I'm pretty sure I shared this in my previous video as well. That was a different XCOM. This XCOM over here has this mean looking little alien just sitting there staring at you on the page. Once you go back down, it zooms out gently, zooms back in gently, but I like how they have the little particles flying around. That has a good dynamic touch to it, and that's pretty cool, guys. You guys can go check this one out as well, but I think I prefer the other XCOM, the one I covered in my previous video. It did have a lot of skulls and a big alien just staring at you, and a good, interesting soundtrack in the background too. This one does have the suspenseful music playing in the back, so that you guys can go check this one out as well. Here are 3 themes from Uncharted. You have the Uncharted background music playing as well. You guys will recognize that right off. This is the Shipwreck theme. You can see that you're under the ocean. You can see little fishes just swimming around. And guys, this is also 3D. I like the 3D touch to it. If you just notice around just a minute, you're gonna see a fish swimming across, and it's actually gonna be ahead of the games. Let me just wait around to capture one of that. There we go, guys. You can see the fish was just going right on top of the icon, swimming in the background. And guys, check this one out. You can see a fish swimming across all the icons right in front of that, and that is pretty cool. Okay, now we have another Uncharted theme over here, but this one is a little interesting because every single time you go up, it's gonna start moving to a different scene. I come back down, and now it's moving to another angle. And guys, every single time you keep turning, it's gonna get a different perspective of the same scene. Check this one out. I'm moving to a different scene right now, and I'm going to move back down here, and I'm going to continue to the other side. And that's pretty cool because you have a kind of a rotation around in the same scenario. Now we're back to the beginning, and you're going to slide in from the backwards now, and you can keep changing the angles, and that's pretty cool. And finally, we have another Uncharted theme over here. Beautiful waterfalls right in the background with some ancient structures. The background slightly moves around the way you actually navigate. When you go up, the background's slowly going to move downwards. When you go down, it's slowly going to pause and then move upwards. Check this theme out, guys. It has a 2D and a 3D effect to it. Have a bunch of crows looking around and kind of looking around from your PS4. A nice smooth little background in the soundtrack as well. And when you go forward, it's going to zoom into this. And when you zoom out, it's going to slowly zoom out as well. It's pretty interactive. Not too much happening. It's just little crows. Look like demon crows just looking around at the screen. And that's about it for this one. Okay, for people who like your horrors, check this one out. You have a skull emerging in the background, and you have hands gripping it and playing with it in the back. If you like a little bit of a horror and a suspenseful little theme going on your PS4, then guys, this is it. Check it out. But only thing I don't really like is that I don't like how it highlights every game with a little red outline, which kind of blocks the background, what's happening in the back. When you kind of scroll around, you don't really have that coming up all the time. But if you head to the top, you see it goes to the graveyard kind of a view over here. Not so much happening except for clouds moving in the background. When you come back down, you can still see the hands playing around. So this is what it is, guys. Another horror kind of a theme over here. So people who like that, go check this one out. A really interesting suspenseful music in the playing in the background as well. Alright guys, this is Hellblade. The reason I like this theme, and I would like to recommend this as well, it has a nice little theme right in the background, a tree that's on fire. And that looks pretty cool on the background when you're actually browsing around to choose your games or just chilling around on your PS4 to keep it around. It looks pretty realistic because it's kind of blurred in the background and has a slight little whispers as based on the game. And you can hear the fire in the background soundtrack as well, which is actually pretty cool, guys. You guys can go check this one out as well. Alright guys, so this theme is called AI-chan Walk with PlayStation. It's a very interactive theme, and that's pretty much why I like it. It's from PlayStation themselves, skateboarding on the particular road over here. But here's the best part. When you switch to the top, you're gonna get an entire different view, zooming in, and you can see the whole interactive backgrounds. I really like this theme. Completely different from usual themes, and that's why I pretty much recommend this as well. If you scroll back down, you can see it smoothly zooms back out, and you can see all the different PlayStations in the background from PlayStation 1, 2, the PSP, the PlayStation 3, another PSP, that looks like the PS Vita, and then the PS4, and back to the PS1. So guys, as we mentioned, this is a very interactive theme. You go up, zooms in, has a very good effect over here, everything blurs out in the background. Really nice, particles flying around, and I absolutely like this one too. Definitely recommend you to go check this one out. Okay, talking about more 3D kind of theme, check this one out as well, guys. This one has another 3D emerging theme, as you guys can see. It's right in front of the icons. When I go up, not too much happening over here, but when I go back down, the scene keeps changing and you have 3D icons right in the front. A different scene emerging, and you can see is right in front of the icons, slightly 3D, and has a little background change happening at the same time. Pretty cool if you guys are interested in this kind of one. This is pretty 3D, guys, right over there. And guys, the last one on the list. Think about this, you have a theme and a game at the same time. If you look over here, you can see someone walking in the background and people coming in the back as well. But guys, if you move back and forth, up and down, you can actually attack people coming here. So I'm going to show you that in just a second. If I go up, you see here he throws a punch. He keeps doing different kick and a katana swipe. So let me see if I can go ahead and kill someone. Woo, there you go. Straight shot. So you can play a game even before you play a game. Oh, I missed that guy. Got another one. So that's about it, guys. You can actually be playing while you are still on your PS4's menu, and that's pretty cool. It's a theme that's actually very interactive. It's almost like a game you play on Chrome when the internet doesn't load. Alright. Alright guys, so that's for the top 20, but now just some honorable mentions over here. Let's quickly go through them real quick. A lot of particles flying around, which is why I kind of like it in a little bit, but you have a little background anime in the background and a lot of different changes in colors and emerging light figures. So it's kind of interesting. If you guys want to, guys can check this one out. Guys, if you remember Patapon, I used to play this like crazy when I was younger. So this theme is gonna go ahead and imitate Patapons. So this is gonna be playing in the background. You can see different Patapons just walking in the background. Talking of relaxing themes, here is another one, guys. Mount Fuji. You can see the sunset and the whole thing going in a time lapse, and has a very relaxing sound in the background as well. Every time you go back and forth, you can see the sunset. They're right over there, the sun setting behind Mount Fuji. So the final last mention over here, as you guys can see, is just a little in the water. So it has a nice little look that is actually underwater, just as a mention over here, guys. So you guys can check it out if you like this one out as well. Alright guys, so that's about it for this particular video. Let me know from all these themes which of them is your favorite, or if you have any themes that you recommend for other people to check out too. Drop it in the comments, let me know, and I would love to go check it out as well. Maybe for the next part that I'll be making in a while. But guys, that's about it for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were able to go ahead and find some decent themes that you'd like to go and check out. So a lot more tutorials coming up, guys. Make sure to go ahead and drop a subscribe and hit the notification bell in case you want to go ahead and be notified right when I drop it. I hope you guys are enjoying your 9.00 jailbreak. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas season. New Year is right around the corner. You guys have fun, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, happy gaming, and have a great week ahead. Bye-bye, guys.